Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we are doing another Swiss Shadows Over Innistrad draft. Just another little heads up. I will be Twitch streaming this weekend. It's also GP Minneapolis, so if you're not tuning into that and you want to hang out with your old pal Alex, make sure to follow me on Twitch so you can see when I'm online. I plan on being online. I've probably been putting in a solid like 20 hours per weekend, which is kind of nuts. Also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking the subscribe button and like this video. It helps me a lot. I think our first pick is going to be the Curse Witch. There's also Dead Weight in here and Tenacity, and Solitary Hunter. All these are good. I really like the Curse Witch a lot. It's a very fun card to play. Very fun card to play. I love that it like trades with something and then, or eats a removal spell and then turns into just a drain effect for the rest of the game. It really is a powerful card. I enjoy it thoroughly. Ooh. Well, getting past the Lightning Axe, I mean, what can you do, right? Yeah, Lightning Axe is phenomenal. It's just worlds better than anything else in this pack. Like, universe is better. There's nothing close to Lightning Axe in this pack, so gonna take it. Got a third pick Breakneck Rider, which is pretty surprising. This card is very strong. Like, if not the strongest werewolf. I almost want to just say it's the strongest werewolf, like even more than the rare ones. It really is that good. Super efficient. Flips and just makes all of your guys monsters, including itself. Great card. Certainly the best one remaining here, so it's going to be the pick. Okay, fourth pick, Bound by Moonsilver. Also have Ulvenwald Mysteries. There's an Altered Ego in here, of course. Reduced to Ashes. I think the considerations are Bound by Moonsilver and Ulvenwald Mysteries. And that's about it. So Ulvenwald Mysteries is better for the red-green deck. Bound by Moonsilver is a splashable removal spell that's quite strong. Might just want to take the Bound by Moonsilver. I know that red-white won a GP or whatever. But I prefer to not go down the red-white path, the red-white aggro path. But, I mean, red-green's going to be a lot better. But I do think Bound by Moonsilver gets a slight nod over Ulvenwald Mysteries. Although the Mysteries is good. Mysteries is good. I don't think it's as good as people initially thought it was, but it is good. I'm going to take the Bound by Moonsilver, though. Well, I love Aristocrat. Yeah, Aristocrat is just such a good vampire card. And the fact that we, our best cards are, well, pretty well split amongst these three colors. But I can still splash by Bound by Moonsilver and go down a red-black path. And I think Aristocrat is a lot better than Sleep Paralysis. I think it's better than everything in here. Okay, options now are Dual Shot, Rancid Rats. There's a True Fate Sensor, which is playable outside of humans. We also do have a good human to equip it to. True Fate Sensor on a Curse Witch must be very annoying to play against. And, I mean, there's another human, too. We might just want the True Fate Sensor. I've always liked the rats. I've never had an issue with the rats. Problem with the rats is that they're not super aggressive. You'd think they might be, right? Because they have Skulk. But the red-black deck doesn't really want to peck damage away one at a time, starting with a 2-drop. I don't know. I'm just going to take the True Fate Sensor. I think it's, from my experience, I think True Fate Sensor is going to be better. Here I kind of want the Accomplice after the True Fate Sensor. It also works well with the Aristocrat. There is Murderous Compulsion as well, which I could take. I've said this, I don't know, 1,000 times now. I think that Murderous Compulsion is not good in an aggressive deck, which is basically every red-black deck. I just don't think it's a particularly good card for that archetype because they are mounting a defense and you're mounting an offense. So when you're mounting an offense, what's the last thing you need? Something that destroys a tapped creature. I'm going to take the Accomplice. Asylum Visitor is a really nice pickup for us this late. The fact that it's a vampire, it has upside, it's very aggressive, works well with Aristocrat. It's kind of exactly what we're looking for here. So we're going to take it over the throttle. Wow, that's the latest Solitary Hunter I've ever seen. Otherwise, I can take Imbrai Wolf, which I like. Don't really like for this deck, although it's a 2-drop creature that I can play, and it's good with True Faith Sensor. Does it mean I'm supposed to be playing black-green, though, because I see a Solitary Hunter? I do only have 2 good... My red cards are insanely good, though. And there are no vampires in green. I'm still going to take the Hunter. That's just so strange to me that it went that late. Alright, Uncaged Fury tends to push 1,000,000 damage points through. There is a Warp Landscape for a splash, but I'm not going to take it. Alright, we'll take the Twins. Aristocrat synergies. Good synergy with Lightning Axe, actually. Alright, Revenant's playable. I don't think it's what an aggressive deck typically wants, though. We'll take the Rush. I promise I did not go in planning to make this deck. The thing is, when you get, what was it, 5th pick Aristocrat? We're past the Lightning Axe. We're past 3rd pick Breakneck Rider, 4th pick Aristocrat. Is that what it was? Super late Asylum Visitor. We're just sort of getting all of these cards. I guess it was 3rd pick Bound, 4th pick Breakneck Rider, 2nd to last pick, or I mean, I'll play the Rats. I don't dislike the Rats to the point where I wouldn't play them. It's just, like I said, it's not exactly what an aggressive deck wants. It does push damage through, so you can always play it in aggro, but we're definitely moving towards a direction where we're going to want some nice vampire synergies, like Heir of Falconwrath. It's just incredibly strong, so we're taking that over Recruiter, which is good. Devil's Playground, which is good. Not as good as the Heir, though. Especially Heir into Twins of Maurer Estate. Very strong play. Past another Lightning Axe. Well, taking it. There is a Neglected Heirloom, which is pretty awesome with the Heir of Falconwrath, but... And the Breakneck Rider, for that matter. We're still going to take the Lightning Axe, though, because Lightning Axe is insane. One of the best removal spells in the format. Trying to come up with a better one, and it's exceedingly difficult. Alright, I think I'm going to take the Mentor over the Throttle. I want to build my vampire count, and I've, actually kind of come around on Mentor. I pick it a little bit higher, especially when I'm already in vampires. Even though there's a decent chance it wheels, the next closest for me is Throttle, and I'd just rather have a Mentor. It beats down well. A 4-mana 4/2 beats down well. I love that it has the added upside to it. Plus, if you're going to go vampires, you really want to get your vampire count high, We're already doing decent. 1, 2, 3, maybe just 4, 5. 5 is not bad for this far along. Alright, still comfortable taking another Mentor over the Tormenting Voice. Okay, so options now. We've got Crow of Dark Tidings, Convicted Killer, Explosive Apparatus, Uncaged Fury. Warp Landscape still have the option on the table to splash for the Bound by Moonsilver, although going 3 color is less attractive when you're trying to be aggressive. You already want your deck to run 16 lands, basically. That's how I always feel. Whenever I'm playing an aggressive deck, I want to run 16 lands, which means at that point a splash is already kind of out. This pack's pretty unexciting. I might just take the Uncaged Fury. We've got some really high power dudes already that can just push through 1,000,000 damage. And I'm fine running double Uncaged for the most part. Okay, so now there's Convicted Killer and Throttle. What's our removal? Double Lightning Axe currently, and that's it. Alright, I guess I'm okay with 1 Throttle, and then we'll just... There's a Dual Shot in here as well, but Dual Shot's a better sideboard card. I'm fine main decking 1 Throttle. And at this point we can just... I think we're good on removal, so we can focus on creatures from now on. Okay. I guess the best card here is just the Wind. Probably not going to play Reduced Ashes. I could, though. I already have a Rush of Adrenaline. Not going to play Alms of the Vein. Guess we'll take Reduce. So, definitely good on removal. Well, I think we're just going to take Always Watching here, because I'm not going to play Ghoulsteed, and I'm not going to play Farbog Revenant, so we might as well hate Always Watching from our opponent. Moonwald Mysteries this late? Jeez. Take it. I'm not going to play a second Reduced to Ashes. Our curve is already that... Okay, well, Sanguinary Mage is good. It is a vampire. So, yeah, at this point, our 4 and 5 drops, we're done. Like, we need 1, 2, 3 drops only for this deck. Unless it's like an Omega Bomb. Guess we'll hate a Clip Wings. Can stop our Arrow of Falcon Wrath. I guess that's it, though. It's not too worrisome, but there's nothing else in here I'd care about. Alright. I guess Gone Missing. Sure. Take the black card. Take the red card. Alright, so we have a pack to find 5 cards. Should be able to do that. Basically just need 4 creatures and we've got ourselves a deck. Second Asylum Visitor seems good. There is Deadweight, which I like a lot. But considering Asylum Visitor actually does have synergy with Double Lightning Axe, Heir of Falcon Wrath. And I guess that's it. But, oh, and Indulgent Aristocrat. I kind of want to just take it here. We need creatures. We don't need removal. That's the main reason I'm not taking the Deadweight here. I think Deadweight, any other circumstance, I would take it over Asylum Visitor. But considering our deck actually just needs creatures, I'm going to take the one that fits perfectly into what our deck is doing thematically. Alright, I'm fine taking the Gaia Reach Bandit. It does have haste. Actually, I could take the Accomplice instead. I'd rather have the cheaper creature. I guess they both work with True Faith Sensor, though. Maybe we do actually want the Gaia Reach Bandit. Yeah, I guess so. Haste is good. Alright, now we probably want Mad Prophet, because we actually have madness effects. We can play off of it. We don't need removal. Geese's Bidding's fine. It's very good with air. Still would probably rather have the Mad Prophet. Mad Prophet is quite good. I did say I didn't want any more 4 drops, which is true, but I'll make an exception for Mad Prophet. Alright, what are the chances of us getting Delirium? So we have Instant, we have Sorcery, Creature. We have a lot of instants. It's going to be fairly difficult to get Delirium. But then again, do I want a third? I wouldn't mind having a third Stromkirk Mentor. How many vampires do we have in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8's not bad. Problem with Kindly Stranger, I guess it's fine. We have True Faith Sensor. Yeah, I guess we'll take the Stranger. I just don't think we're super likely to get Delirium in here. We're just very... I mean, Lightning Axe still can get a land in there. So we really... Just having 1 sorcery... No, it's only 1 sorcery. Okay. Having 1 sorcery makes it more difficult. We do have a Mad Prophet to help us out, too. I mean, Kindly Stranger is fantastic if you can get the Delirium online. It just fits our curve better. So we might as well go for it. Alright, well, Bloodseeker's insane. Huge pickup for us. Might just play it over the Throttle. Because I want to keep the Reduce now, since it's a sorcery for our Kindly Stranger. It also exiles things, which is, in my opinion, underappreciated as the aspect of Reduce to Ashes. That's insane. But yeah, Bloodseeker is so extremely powerful in here. It's insane. Alright, I think we're going to cut the Throttle, which is a good sign. When you're cutting throttles, you're in good shape. Ooh, well. There goes the neighborhood. Yeah, Call the Bloodline is... just rapidly became probably the second strongest card in our deck, yeah. Call the Bloodline is absolutely bonkers. Now I just have to figure out what to cut because... Oh, I guess this is... Yeah, this is our deck. Never mind. We've got our deck. I guess Rats is actually the next cut. I could actually play Throttle over Rats, now that I think about it. Because it's not like Rats are great with Rush or Uncaged Fury either. And they're not, like I said, they're just not hyper aggressive. They do push through a little bit of damage, but this deck looks much more like a deck that wants to get some explosive high attack early on plays, which it looks like it can do very consistently. Wow, that is late deadweight and so perfect for our deck, for the Delirium especially. Oh yeah, now we cut the Rats easily. Wow. Yeah, our deck, this might be one of the best decks I've drafted in the format. Like, not even really close. Taking the Insolent Neonate here and playing it. This is definitely one of the strongest decks I've ever been able to make in the format. By far. What the? Okay. That's insane. Taking Dual Shot for sideboard. I think Ghoul Caller's Accomplice is getting the boot now since we're like pretty much strictly vampires. Probably cut the Gyro Reach Bandit, which is a good place to be. We could cut the Sanguinary Mage, but we have double Stromkirk Mentor and Indulgent Aristocrat, so alright, I'll just take the Murderous Compulsion. I'm not going to play it. It is cool with Call the Bloodline, but am I going to play 3 Mentors? Pretty easily can. I probably will, actually. I think I can actually fit that in. So, I think Kindly Stranger is certainly playable now. We still want to keep the Reduced Ashes for the right count. I think we're actually cutting the True Faith Sensor. We're going to focus on the vampires. And even though, like I said, this does work with humans, we've got better things going. So, yeah, here's 24 cards. Perfect. This is a deck. It's got a lot of creatures. Has just a ton of good removal. It's got synergies galore. Yeah, this is certainly one of the strongest decks I've drafted in the format. Definitely, I would place it. Yeah, it could actually be the strongest I've ever drafted. Certainly in A territory. I mean, the curve is fantastic. Removal is insane. Combat tricks are top notch. We've got a ton of vampires. $12 vampires, which is a lot. I guess if this deck had Styncia Masquerade, maybe it would just straight up be 100%. Which is being generous, I suppose. But this deck is like 94%. Something like that. Something absurd like that, I'm pretty sure. I mean, our curve is top-notch. We're not even super color intensive. We have 1 double red. That's it. If we sort by color, slightly more black. I might still... No, I guess 8/8 is correct. Yeah. All right. Yeah, 94%. Possibly the best deck I've drafted in the format, to be perfectly honest. So, gonna give it a go like this. We'll see how we do. We'll see you round 1.